What's going on, everybody? Bulldog Gaming here. Welcome back to the channel. So we're doing something a little bit different. Got a new phone and we're trying it out. Did not get the exact phone I wanted, but I did get close to it. So new features, new phone. And I can do several things that I couldn't do with the old phone already. So this is kind of a test to see how things look. As you can see, I can zoom in, zoom out, so you can see everything that I see while I'm paying attention to the road. And I'm going to go around the dude that I zoomed down on by accident, because he's doing under 65 miles an hour. Normally at this time I would be farther down the road. Happy Monday to everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope you had a good Father's Day weekend. Happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers and the mothers that are doing duo. I know it's a tough life if you're ever in that situation, whether being a father that has to be a father-mother, or a mother being mother-father, or being a child of a single parent. It does suck. Trust me, I know. My father was not in my life my whole life. So, I can attest to a lot of things. But that's for another time, another subject. Let me change the focus on this real quick. And bring that back into a closer view. And I want to talk about a couple of things. Like last week, I talked about complacency. Another time that complacency is bad is when you're fatigued. Very fatigued. And I'm not talking, you've been up for a couple hours and you want to go take a nap fatigued. You've been up and down and up and down and up and down, and you didn't get a whole lot of sleep in your 8 to 10 hour break, rest break. Complacency happens worse in situations like that. You can actually become a narcoleptic, where you just fall asleep almost on command. And that's not good. Things can happen. Things can go very, very wrong. You can miss the slightest thing, or you can just fall asleep behind a wheel and wreck. Now, I'm going to tell you, narcolepsy and complacency do not mix. And if you've ever been diagnosed with narcolepsy, narcolepsy is where you can just fall asleep anywhere at any given time, whether or not you've had 8 to 10 hours REM sleep, REM sleep. It can happen. But if you've been diagnosed with narcolepsy, you shouldn't be driving a big truck. And don't even lie about it. Be truthful. Because my family travels these roads, your family travels these roads, and we don't need that mix. So, back to complacency and fatigue, which is a totally different ball game. Is will give you an example. You get up, you go you're driving to where you got to deliver or pick up, and you're there for a couple hours. Oh, well, lay down and take a nap. Because if you sit there and you're awake the whole time, you're going to get bored and you're going to get fatigued. Some places, like delivering in the middle of the night, you get woke up in the middle of the night, you still have clock to drive, hopefully, go to a rest haven, somewhere to where you can rest, take a full 10-hour break, then go to PC, personal conveyance driving, PC driving. Go to the truck stop, go wherever you can park, go back to bed, and park for 8 to 10 hours. Don't try to skip, jump, I'll be alright, because when you get into that tunnel vision, the complacency, and you're fatigued, the littlest thing can cause catastrophic situations. Even when you're in your personal vehicle and you stop you want to get there. You want to get there, but it's farther than you can handle in a normal allotted amount of time. Say like the trip's going to take you 24 hours. Stop. Get a hotel room. If it's just you by yourself, sleep in your back seat. Don't sleep in your front seat. Those are bad things to do. A lot of people do it. They say, I'll never fall asleep behind the wheel. Never say never. Anything can happen. I've said that, this is never going to happen to me, and it has happened to me. So I never say, wait a second. I refuse to say never. So, put it that way instead of saying it the other way. But I've been fatigued driving. I've drove 24 hours in 24 hours straight before, just to prove that I could do it. Like the stupidest mistake I ever could have done. I got complacent along the way. So it can happen. It can happen to the best of us. I'm going to tell you right now, fatigue driving is the number one leading cause of accidents amongst commercial drivers. It is also the number one leading cause of fatalities, period. With that being said, a lot of the time that a complacent accident happens is when you're driving along, or a fatigue accident happens. You're driving along and you just get tired, and you push. And you push a little bit more. And you push a little bit more. And finally, your body and your mind are just going to give up and say, no more. You're going to shut down on you. And that's when the catastrophic situations happen. Not paying attention. You could be doing minutest thing while driving and totally miss something. Because A, you're complacent, B, you're fatigued, and you shouldn't be behind the wheel at that moment in time. One of the biggest things when you're driving is making sure that you've had plenty of REM sleep, REM sleep. Now, I don't care if you're in your personal vehicle, like what's up in front of us, or in a commercial vehicle. Make sure you have plenty of sleep. Don't just say, I can take a 4-hour nap and do everything I need to do in the time allotted so I can stop biggest things, biggest risk factors is involuntary narcolepsy. No diagnosis of narcolepsy, but involuntary narcolepsy. It can happen. You get tunnel vision. You're complacent. You start doing the little jello neck head bob. Next thing you know, you're snoozing and cruising. Bad things will happen. Very bad things will happen. And you can't replace somebody's family. You can't replace your own life. So don't place the value of life over, oh, I have to get there. It ain't worth it. There's no need for it. Stop. Get plenty of rest. And then continue down the road. And like I said, numbers are up because drivers are getting complacent and they're having to drive fatigued because of the because of ELD, and it has been mindfully proven and duly proven that the implementation of the ELD mandates has caused fatigue driving related crashes to go up 79%. It's not inexperience. There is a lot of inexperienced drivers out there. There's a lot of new drivers out there that know how to drive. They just don't know how to handle that. They don't know how to handle being tired and knowing the warning signs of fatigue driving. They don't know how to figure out where signs and symptoms of fatigue driving or acute onset of narcolepsy, however you pronounce the full term. I can't say it because it's a tongue twister. I had a really good friend that used to be my father-in-law. I no longer talk to him because bad blood between myself and his daughter, and he took his daughter's side. My ex-wife took her side, so me and him no longer talk. He's an narcoleptic. And before the rules and the regulations were stipulated and put more in force, he was driving a commercial motor vehicle, a tractor trailer semi, and had a narcoleptic episode. Wrecked the truck, destroyed the truck, hurt himself. Because of him and because of so many people that have narcolepsy, which is a neurological disease. It's not really it's a neurological alteration in your brain that causes you to have narcolepsy. It's a short circuit in your brain. They call it a disease. I don't call it a disease. It's just something that's wrong with you. It's not a disease. It's incurable, unfortunately. But they, after determining that out of 200 crashes in 2005, 150 of those 200 crashes were caused by people that had narcolepsy, acute onset of narcolepsy. Then they started doing case studies about, and this was in 2005, 2006, they started doing case studies about complacent driving or complacency, and noticed that the numbers of accidents, minor accidents, minor situations that could have been catastrophic were caused by drivers being complacent, being in an area, being too familiarized with an area, and forgetting in the numbers on the studies from 2005, 2006, 2002, 2003 is when they started noticing higher fatigue-related crashes, and 41% of those fatigue-related crashes were due to narcolepsy. On top of all that, and I sit and I study this kind of stuff because I don't want to be a statistic, and I already am a statistic. Not that I wanted to be a statistic, but I'm a statistic in the record. I had a non-violation accident in 2013. 2012, 2013. That involved a called flash blinding, which does happen quite a bit out here on the road. Again, commercial motor vehicle, happens also in personally owned vehicles, and it's where you're looking at something and you go to look to see where something else is to make sure you're clear of something, and you look back too quick during a sunset or sunrise. You can get flash blind, but you can also get flash blind during normal hours of the day, and also flash blind at night. So I've gotten into kind of the subject of those, touch base here and there on those, about being aware of your surroundings. Well, part of being aware of your surrounding is understanding that you can get flash blind by the sun rays hitting the windshields of other vehicles, the chrome on other vehicles, and hitting you directly in the eye when you're not expecting it. It causes flash blind. You can go completely blind for a period of a second to a minute, and something catastrophic will happen. Flash blinding is also very common during complacent driving accidents. It's also very common during fatigue driving accidents or narcoleptic driving accidents. Because for a split second, on any given moment where you're not focused, where your eyes are closed, you open your eyes real quick, it lets all that light in at once, it causes a flash blind. So, plenty of rest will help 99% of all fatigue-related crashes. With the exception of the narcoleptic ones. Now, if it sounds like I'm rambling here, rambling there, it's because I am. Because they all slide into one category. It's the reason why, since the implementation of the ELD mandate, fatigue-related crashes have come up, being as low as 13% of all crashes to 79% of all crashes. They don't got blinking lights, but they're sitting close to that fog line. Some other factors when you're complacent. A way to get yourself out of complacency and keep yourself out of complacency is to be rested. Again, this goes back to the complacency and fatigue crashes. Is to be well rested. That's why I said if you got the hours to drive somewhere where it's safe to park and get a full 8 to 10 hour rest break in, get that full 8 to 10 hour rest break in, you not only will keep pay attention more, because it's stimulation of the brain to keep yourself attentive to your surroundings and keeping your head on a swivel, always being aware of your surroundings. Can be generated by a well-rested body, well-rested mind. So, I want to show another feature of this phone that I didn't have on any of my other phones that works great. So, pause for a second. And now you're looking at me while I'm driving down the road, and it's all by one touch. I can do all this and not be technically messing with my recording. I can look and pay attention, and then continue, because I can also pause the video and continue on, continue my thought, continue my ramble. If I need to stop the video for any reason, I have that ability now. So we're stepping up there in our video production from the road. I did get her a new phone also, at the same time I got mine. We were due for the upgrade. I had touched base with you guys on this a couple of times because of how bad things were with trying to get recordings out. Just be mindful with, if you're gonna drive and you're gonna go somewhere and it's gonna be farther than an hour and a half, and you've been to this place before, be mindful of complacency. If you ever wake up in the middle of the night and have to do this, just be mindful that you could be fatigued driving. You could be fatigued driving. You could be complacent and fatigued driving. Keep yourself well rested, well hydrated. Hydration actually comes into a factor in complacency and also in fatigue driving. Not enough water causing dehydration in your system can dehydrate you enough to where you have minor hallucinations, where you lose focus on what is going on in reality. The more the dehydration, the worse off you can get. You can also get very, very fatigued from being dehydrated. So, good nutrition. That is another factor in complacent driving. Another factor in fatigue driving. If you don't have good nutrition, or you can't get good nutrition, figure out a way to get better nutrition in your system when you're on the road. Don't always eat fast food. Don't always eat the high salty content, high sodium foods. Learn to limit high sodium foods. Learn to limit your salt intake, your sugar intake. You don't need it, because the metabolical breakdown of all the sodium and the sugars, if you're sedative for so long, A, you're going to have weight gain. B, it can lead to fatigue. It can lead to bad fatigue.
Well, it's fine. You almost coming to a stop. You got to pick up and run out of gas, and they're out in the road there on you.
Yeah, they're trying to push it off into the median real quick.
Get that off the driver's door.
minute you look down, you have fuel. Next minute, you're like that gentleman right there. That is a complacent, non-mindful driver. It's run out of fuel. Now, don't get me wrong. I have fallen into that category, that statistic, running out of fuel and being stranded on the side of the road waiting for road rescue to come rescue me. It does happen. You end up not paying attention to minor things. That's a minor thing that could have caused a catastrophic situation. Not only for that driver, but for all us drivers coming down that hill. Luckily, I seen the other semi that is up there. To see his brake lights come on, able to slow down and get, safely by while they were moving the truck out of the pickup out of the roadway. So, alright guys, I've rambled enough. Like I said, be mindful of your surroundings, be mindful of your body, listen to your body. Things don't seem normal, stop, get some rest, stop and get a drink, get some water, get something to hydrate yourself, get you a fruit snack, get something to break up the monotony on the road. This guy's gonna be a jerk one to me coming by in this white vehicle. But keep yourself mindful of what's going on at all times. Make sure that you are rested, fully rested. Don't play the numbers game. Don't play Russian roulette out here on the road with other people's lives. Number one is you. The rest is everybody else. Take care of you.